So, dudes and dudettes, hi. Welcome back to the LuvKnotz podcast. Sorry, it has been, 6 months since I podcasted. Things have been a bit crazy in my personal life, which I will get to eventually. We're going to start off with the knitting and yarn aspect, and then we'll get into the more personal stuff here in a little bit. My name is Rachel Strutman, and I am the owner of LuvKnotz on Etsy, Facebook, and LuvKnotz.com. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as LuvKnotz, and Facebook and everywhere. God knows, just Google it. Again, if you're a new viewer, I'm a very outspoken person. I have a very loud personality. You may not agree with my opinions, and that's okay. That's why we have them. So, I apologize in advance if I offend you or if something I say seems to be vulgar. This is not a show for the kids, because I'm pretty sure a couple of curse words may come out eventually. I don't know why I said eventually. They will come out. They will. So welcome back, anybody who has been here before. Thank you for your patience. I know in recent or previous podcasts I've referred to them as the gang, but there are about 10 other, well, including myself, there are 10 of us podcasters who talk all day on Facebook. We have our own little messenger chat, and they can even attest to the fact that there was like a 2-week period where I was nowhere to be found. So it's not just you guys, but it's been intense, but they have also been up my butt about not podcasting, because obviously they're podcasters too, and they want to know what I'm doing, and frankly I got really lazy about it, so I apologize, but now I've got a little more free time, which again we'll get to in the more personal stuff, but for now let's start with some knitting. Now, I didn't rewatch my previous podcast because I thought that would take much too long. And since I'm podcasting on a whim today, I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I have no idea what I was working on, what I've already shown you, what I haven't shown you. There have been a million projects, I swear, since the last time I podcasted. So I apologize if there's something that you want to see that is not on my Ravelry project page, or you haven't seen it on Instagram or on Facebook. Message me on Ravelry or Facebook or wherever, and ask me for a picture. I'm glad to show you. I take pictures of everything. I just don't always have it, because sometimes they're gifts or stuff like that. So anyway, let's get down to it. I am currently about to bind off something the wrong way. This is what happens when I try to knit and podcast at the same time. I was just talking to Sarah Phelan from the Canadian Knitter podcast about that last night on a VKN. I haven't even been on a VKN in God knows how long, but just started doing it again this week. So you can always catch me on those. I will try to pop into Ravelry this evening and update everything there, because I've been really bad about that as well. So currently I am binding off these. These are my Han and Chewy socks. They are I think it was a limited edition. I don't know. It was opal sock yarn, and I think, let me see if I have the tag. Of course I don't have the frickin' tag. Dang it. Anyway, I bought it because it was Han and Chewy, and super fun colorway, and I just decided to make myself a pair of ankle socks. So I'm currently binding them off and I'm going to wear them tonight. Lovingly displayed on my head here is something I knit myself last night on the VKN. One of my coworkers showed up to work with a headband like this, or earworm, or whatever you want to call it, and I asked her to look at it, and she doesn't really like me very much, so she seems to think I'm a rude person. We'll get into that later, too. Anyway, so she said, or I said, can I look at it? And she said, see it? Rude. Anyway, so I went home last night from work and knit myself one. Because I'm fucking badass. Look, there's the curse word. Anyway, so yeah, mad skills, yo. Anyway, so I decided to wear this today, and I will probably wear it to work tomorrow. I'm playing hooky today because, well, there was a personal issue. Not really personal on my part. I don't know, I guess I pissed some people off, so I decided to take the day off so I didn't piss anybody else off. Again, something we'll get to later. Anyway, so I'm binding these off. Headband. I'm not sure if I showed these socks or not. I don't think I did because I had finished them after I started my new job, but these are my Felici socks that are not identical, but I don't care. Honey Badger don't care. If anybody knows what I'm talking about when I say that, you have extra awesome sauce points. Anyway, so these are super duper long socks. I haven't worn them yet. I'm gonna, I think, wear them. I don't know. I was thinking about taking them apart and making them ankle socks, because I know when I go pick out socks, I pick up ankle socks. I do not pick up these big ass long socks. So I never should have done this. If I was making it for myself, I should have just made them ankle socks. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to rip them out and use the rest of the yarn for something else, or if I want to keep them as like boot socks, because I do have a pair of boots now. I don't know. We'll see. So those are finished. Let's see. I'm sure there's going to be lots of stuff I don't show you guys because I don't really have a lot of the stuff that I made. But this is a Kuura I had on the needles for a while. I still haven't blocked it. It's just been sitting over there in the corner. I used Impeccable Wool-like on this store-bought yarn. It's actually really soft, but it was really hard for me to work with. I mean, it was hard for me to finish. It took forever because I just don't, it made my hands really hot, really warm. I don't know, sometimes acrylic does that for me too, but, you know, big projects like that, they make me hot. I'm a big girl. Let's see, what else? I also finished my farmhouse shawl, which I actually added a couple of extra repeats to at the bottom. It's so pretty blue, and it's not very soft either. But it does the job. It keeps you warm. It's nice and royal blue, but I love it a lot. I haven't blocked this one either, but I have worn it to work because it's freaking freezing in there. It's freezing in there, and then it's like burning up in there. I don't know. You need to get their stuff together. I made a few. Let's do this one. Of course, because Star Wars Episode 7 was coming out, The Force Awakens, I had to make myself a Star Wars hat to wear to the movie. So, I made myself this, The Force Awakens hat, on Ravelry. And I wore it to the movie. And I went with my entire family, and they, as soon as I walked in, my dad looked at my hat and he goes, "Where's mine?" I said, "Ain't nobody got time for that." So here's my Force Awakens hat. If you hear any screaming, that's my son in the other room. He's 4, Rory, little baby Rory. He's attempting to evade a nap, but it's not gonna happen. Anyway, so I made this to wear for the movie, which I did wear for the movie, but my head was hot the whole time. I'm hot. Then there was a huge Joann's yarn sale. Excuse me. I think it was like, I don't know, 60% off, and then they also had like a 20% off all items sale or regular price purchase. I don't know. It ended up being crazy. Well, that day it had actually flooded here in St. Louis, and I couldn't, I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to brave this. I'm not going to go. And then at the very last, well, at like 3:30, the sale was only that day. At 3:30, I was like, okay, we'll pop these kids in the car. We're going to run ourselves to Joann's because I just can't miss this sale. I've got to buy this yarn. It took me 3 hours because the highway was shut down because it was flooded. So I took back roads, just like everyone else taking the back roads. The back roads that weren't already flooded. So it was a hot freaking mess. But I got my yarn. And in the midst of getting that yarn, I purchased a skein of Scarfy, which is, I think, a Lion brand yarn. It's got alpaca in it. And it's like a gradient yarn. And I made this asymmetrical triangle scarf. Hello. Just for myself, because I wanted a scarf to wear to work. And so this is my new scarf here, which I like. Doesn't really go with my headband, but whatever. So I made one of those, and then I became extremely obsessed. This is actually really, really soft. I love it. I think I went to buy another skein to make another one with some color in it. But then I made another one because, well, just because. So this one's in the toasted marshmallow colorway, and this one's actually going to be in my shop. The scarf, not the colorway. This will be in my shop. To be announced. I'm not sure. I'm revamping my Etsy store. So, and we'll talk about that later too. So that'll be in my Etsy store. I also made a couple of super chunky cowls. Like this purple one here. Which they are super duper comfy and warm. So it's huge. Like, obviously you can fold it over like this. Or pull it up like some people do. Oh God, look at my gray hair. Ah! Or you can look like a little Ewok. Eeta. So, that'll be in my Etsy shop as well. TBA. Here's a turquoise one. That's turquoise. I know my colors. And then, of course, a friend of mine had made one of these, and I, of course, had to make some for my boys. So this may also be in the Etsy shop as a custom order. But Dun, 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 dun. It's the T-Rex! He's so cute. He's a monster. He's so big. I seriously didn't think the pattern was going to make him this big, but he is. He's huge. He's soft and he's awesome. He's definitely a much brighter green than he's showing up here. He is like an electric freaking green. Like this electric yellow. It's an electric green. But this is kind of muted. Looks like mint almost. Anyway. Those are some finished products. One of my friends had me make them a Stormtrooper baby blanket. So I think I should show this. It got, I think one of the squares, one of the squares came undone down here. So I'm going to re-sew that back together and then put a backing on it for them, for the baby. Haven't done that yet, so that's a whip still. And have one of my really good friends who I used to work with. Her daughter's best friend made her one of these silly spiral scarves, right? So I guess I went over to her house one day. I don't remember, but she was like, came and brought it to me. This middle part here was completely unraveled, and she was freaking out. Can you fix this for me? Yes, I can fix it for you. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I can fix it for you. So I fixed it. I was supposed to give it back to her today. We had coffee this morning, but I'm a bad friend and I forgot it. So, let's see, whips. Obviously, I'm binding off those socks. Let me get all this crap out of the way. There's way too much crap in here. We're not even going to do stash enhancement because I don't know what you've seen and what you haven't seen. And by George, I don't think I've bought anything, really. Certainly didn't get any yarn for Christmas. Hopefully I didn't unravel that. No. And I'm in the middle of a damn row. Who leaves in the middle of the row? Oh my goodness. Stupid Rachel. Where is the end? Oh, I had just started a row. Fantastic. Anyway. This is start of a chunky blanket I'm making for myself for my couch. I have a big brown leather couch, and you guys have seen it if you've seen other episodes. I'm in my room right now, but have some other colors to add, some other pops of colors, some other neutrals, just to have something fallish for my living room, even though it's not fall. But anyway, it was fall. It's not fall anymore. I also cast on. My stitches are all off the needles. Oh my god, dropped stitches. Shitballs. I knew this would happen. This is why I hate DPNs. This is why DPNs are the devil. Sorry, guys. Okay, hot mess. I started some socks, which is, this is the kick in the pants pattern. So, I'm just going to do some simple ankle socks. I'm trying not to rip out any more stitches because I'm going to transfer this to my needles I'm binding off with right now because DPNs suck. Anybody want some highas? Because I'm done. These are size 1s. Yep, US 1s. You know what? We'll stick that in the giveaway package. So, this yarn is actually freaking amazing. It's from AJ's Handmade Creations, and this is her Maleficent colorway, so it's got lots of purple, black, lime green in there, some little bit of yellow. It's gorgeous. It's knitting up perfectly. I'm loving it. So I'm going to gently set that back in there. Oh, and I don't know, did I show you guys this? I got, I won this Yarnet in, oh, that's weird, in a giveaway on the Two Tangled Skeins podcast. So, it's my yarn mustache. My yarn stash. My yarn stash. Anyway. Love it. Would recommend it to anyone. Plan on buying another. But you can, of course, take it apart and put other projects in it. So I just, of course, switch from project to project to project. Whatever. Sorry, I can't get a right angle here. Let's see. I also cast on another one of those asymmetrical triangle scarves in, I don't know, I might rip this out. This is a Zauer ball. So it's self-striping. It's a very neutral color. There's a little bit of green in there that looks turquoise for some reason, but it's really like an emerald green or forest green. So I started making a scarf, but I think I might rip it out and make myself a pair of ankle socks out of this too, because it's self-striping. And what else do you do with self-striping? You make socks. So that will be interesting. Let's see. I cannot reach my stuff. I shifted, and then I shifted wrong. Let's see here. So I was working on this shawl in this purple yarn I got from Sarah Phelan from the Canadian Knitter podcast. Now I have dog hair all over everything because I have a big old dog. No idea what this pattern is. No idea. So I'll probably be ripping that out too. I don't have a lot of stuff currently on my needles because I got really sick right after Christmas and I was just knitting, you know, every now and then, so now I'm feeling better and I'm kind of casting on things to revamp my Etsy store and then just for fun. So I'm slowly but surely getting back into it. This is the start of the Grand Police shawl. It's by Tanis Gray, and it was a free pattern that was sent to me via email. I haven't. There's like a lace edging around it, but this is in bulky weight. So this I'm just waiting to do the lace edging, and I used just some yarn I got from Joann's. This Big Twist Chunky yarn. I actually really like it. It's very durable and soft. I know it's acrylic and all, but it's not. Sometimes acrylic has a weird sheen, and sometimes it's really rough. This is actually very soft, and there's no sheen at all. So I'm really enjoying it. I think the last thing I have is that I am crocheting myself a minis blanket. So I have all of these tiny little mini, are they hexagons? I don't know. What's a six-sided thing? I don't know. I think it's a hexagon. Yeah, because 8's an octagon. So this is a hexagon, right? Hexagon? You'd think I'd know. I was a math whiz. Anyway, so there is a ton of these in this bag. And lots of minis to go with it. And then I'm gonna put them all together for a blanket. So this is what I'm doing with my minis now. I was knitting them. I'm still doing the knitting one. I liked this one better once I saw it. Sewing it together is going to be a pain in the ass, of course, but I really like it. So I'm going to roll with this for a little while. And can you guess what this colorway is? Can you guess? Can you guess? It's Olaf. That's freaking awesome. Anyway, let me put these away. So eventually I will get this blanket together. So haven't done any spinning lately. Been lazy about that too. I've been thinking about, getting back into that and doing something else. Oh wait, I still have one more. This one is, which I will probably take apart as well, the Walking Dead MCal, but I never finished it because, well, I got busy with Christmas, and then I got busy being sick, and then I saw the end product, and I was like, ew. So, probably take this apart and make socks out of it, too. I have 2 skeins of this, so if anybody wants one, let me know. But I don't know, maybe I'll use it for something else. I don't know. We'll see. It's a really fun colorway. I bought it because it was Walking Dead. I had to have it. And then I used my... Who do I have on here? Oh yeah, Daryl. My Daryl Walking Dead stitch marker Hello Kitty. Oh, so I'm going to finish my socks. I do want to ask a question before I go on to my giveaway, and that is, well, maybe I don't need to ask this question. So I have this yarn. It's called Exploding TARDIS. It's an MCN, a fingering weight, and it's 350 yards. I have been staring at this thing for God knows how long and not knowing what to do with it. I was going to knit my dad a pair of socks, but, well, he kind of turned his nose up at that idea. So I was like, fine, I'm not using my MCN to make you any socks. Rude. Plus, my mom is allergic to cashmere. So, I want this for me now, but I don't want to put it on my feet. I can't decide if I want to make it into a hat or a scarf. Because I could always... A bunch of the gang is doing the hitchhiker. So I thought, well, I could do a hitchhiker out of this, right? I might do that. Okay, anyway, so last time I totally promised you guys a giveaway, and then I took off for like 6 months, so, let's see. I have decided. I had stuff all planned out for this, but then I changed my mind. And now I need to handle my child who is still evading his nap, so BRB. So in dealing with the midget, I found something else I wanted to talk about real quick. Brandy Miller at Eat My Yarns from Instagram is a part of our gang, and she commissioned me to make a colorway for our gang so that she could split it up into mini skeins and send us each one. So she asked everybody what their favorite color was, and I took that and created a colorway, which will soon be available in my shop for a limited time. It will probably only be up for a month or two to get your exclusive color, but here is a sneak peek of the colorway. And of course, you will see in the listing all of our gang's names and their podcasts so that you can purchase your skein and check out their podcast as well. Also wanted to talk about this book. I'm reading The Fifth Wave. When I went to the Star Wars movie, of course, there were previews, and that was one of the previews that I saw, was for The Fifth Wave. And of course, when it said, from a best-selling book, I was like, I gotta read the book before I see the movie, because obviously the movie looked really good. So, I'm reading it. Thus far, I'm about, I'd say maybe a fifth of the way through, and it's held my attention pretty well. If I could knit and read at the same time, I'd be set for life, really. I could be reading and knitting constantly. So, on to the giveaway. Not completely, I don't have everything right here, but I think I will be sticking those size 1 high-highs in here unless someone is like, oh, me, need those high-highs. I'm willing to pass it on. So first thing, I'm going to put some notions in there too. I think I'm going to do that as a surprise. Obviously, there's going to be some goodies in there. And some sweet stuff and some teas, things like that. But I'm also including this Custom 31 bag, which says, knitting is naughty. It's a cinched up bag, so it's got this zipper right here. So you can put stuff in. Then it's just a bag. There's no pockets on the inside, but it makes for a really great project bag because it's very slick. So then, of course, there's the cinch top, and you can either carry it on your arm or your backpack or whatever, however you want to carry it. But again, the awesome sauce, knitting is naughty. Anyway, I'm also going to include 2 skeins of my own hand-dyed yarns. This is a sparkle skein. It's just a half skein, so this one's probably about 150 yards. It's pink and purple. Lots of sparkle in there. So you'll get this as well. And then I'm also throwing in my green unicorn poop. So there's poop in there. Unicorn poop, instead of the gray, it's actually lime green. So lots of brightness in there. I know Jen LaSalle from the Uncreative Crafter podcast is doing a poop along with my unicorn poop colorway. So if you're interested in knitting with some unicorn poop, make sure that you go over there and hit up her contest, because you could win all sorts of prizes. So again, the Uncreative Crafter, Jen LaSalle. Check her out. She's pretty hysterical as well. So she seems to think that she sucks, but she's pretty damn hysterical. And if I'm saying it, it must be true, right, guys? So that's all for the knitting stuff. Again, thank you for watching. If you want to tune out now, all the knitting and yarn is over for a little bit, other than me talking about my Etsy store, which I'll get to first. Hope to see you guys soon if you're leaving. And on to the personal crap. So, I'm going to try and attempt to cast these off while I'm talking. So, my Etsy store is being revamped. I'm still going to have my yarns in there. I have not been dyeing on a regular basis, which I'm intending to get back to. But, who knows? Sometimes life just gets at you, like it has the past couple of months for me. So I'm also putting in some ready-made products in there. Kind of low on funds for the current time being. My government job is over budget, so we all got our hours reduced. So we are working 4 full days a week instead of 5. So puts a little damper in the budget. Rachel needs to make some extra money. So I'm going back to offering some products in my Etsy store other than just yarns. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm kind of just enjoying the time off. I'm that last minute person that, I don't worry about it until it happens. And then when I can't pay my bills, I'm like, oh shit. My bad, bro. So anyway, things have been crazy hectic. The kids are out of this world. They're growing so fast. Ewan's in 1st grade now. He's doing Boy Scouts. I'm trying to keep up with, or Cub Scouts. He's a Tiger in Cub Scouts. I went camping with them. Yes, I went camping. I brought my yarn. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Do I want to do it again? No. And it was actually really cool out, so I definitely don't want to do it when it's like, I don't know, 110 outside. Because this is Missouri. It gets crazy here. Obviously, if you've heard, and I talked about earlier, we had a flood here, so there were a few days there where nobody could go anywhere. The side roads and the highway were shut down for a little while. Overall, it's just been really busy trying to keep up with the kids and keep up with work and the dog and trying to knit and keep everyone happy. I mean, had some personal and family issues for a little while that have since hopefully been cleared up. Some of them anyway. But, sorry, my time ran out. Stupid iPhones. Can't wait to get a new cell phone. So anyway, it's all just taking a toll on me. I've been really exhausted. And then after the holidays, I got really sick. So I've been battling bronchitis and all sorts of things for weeks and sleeping as much as I can. So it's really been a game of catch up. But I'm glad to be back with you guys and to be talking and to be sharing again. And again, I'll revamp the Ravelry group so that everyone knows I'm actually in there looking. And again, feel free to reach out to me, talk to me, and let me know how you're doing, because I know it's been a while. So I'd love to hear from you guys. I hope to hear from you soon. I hope to podcast again here shortly. So I'm going to add a couple of pictures here on the end that of some items that I've made, and also of the kids and me and the dog, so that you can see my little family in action. So hope to see you again soon. Hopefully before the 2-week mark, but if not, at the 2-week mark. So again, thanks for watching LuvKnotz, guys, and we'll see you soon.